is up, everybody? It's your boy Wano, and today we're gonna do something really special. I want to go over the plans of my Warframe content, and I kind of decided what I want to do. So here's the gist. I'm gonna become the next big Warframe creator, or at least one of them, because there's a lot of them, and a lot of them are really amazing. And I decided that I want to start doing my own build videos. No, but it's not gonna be perfect. I almost promise you that and guarantee you that it's not gonna be perfect. I'm not gonna go for the like hyper high-end builds, the ones that are technically the best. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get builds, I'm gonna play with builds, and I'm gonna show you which ones, for me at least, are the most fun. Now, would you agree with everything that I say? Probably not. You're not supposed to. But if you enjoy it, then you can use it. And I will explain to you exactly where I get the mods, where I get the warframes, where I get the weapons, and everything in between. If it was gifted to me, well, I'll try to find out where it was. Because a lot of things are gifted to me. That's just unfortunately the nature of the things. I've got a cool community, and when they see I want something or I want to get something, a lot of the time they're like, you know, I can just give this to you, right? And they give it to me. It is what it is. I'm not gonna say no to a gift. I'm not that type of asshole. But in any case, I'm gonna start this off with a very interesting build. Now, this build is gonna piss some people off. For a very good reason, because as far as I know, people don't like slam builds. It's cheesy. But this slam build, very specifically, is a lot of fun. No, it's not Magistar. No, it's not any of the other weird ones like the Fragor or anything. I'm talking about the Sampotes. The bloody Sampotes. This is gonna be a fun one. In any case, if you guys want to see more Warframe content, let me know in the comment section down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm on my way to 10,000 subs, and it would mean the actual world to me if you can subscribe to the channel. That being said, let's jump right into it. Right, so let's start with how to get the bloody Sampotes in the first place. I got it as a gift, lucky me, but obtaining it isn't actually that hard, unless you don't like the Deviri paradox, then, well, rip. You can get the Sampotes by purchasing it in Teshin's Cave for 60 Pathos Clams, which is another currency that you primarily get from defeating the Aru Worm in either the Lone Story or the Deviri experience. You can get 10 Pathos Clams from defeating it in normal mode and 15 in Steel Path mode. You can apparently also obtain Pathos Clams from clearing the underground side portals in the Deviri experience, but you only get one each time, or 3 if you're playing in Steel Path mode. You can also buy the Sampotes for 275 platinum if you're a rich boy or enjoy farming relics. Now, once you've acquired the Sampotes, it's time to start modding. So this is the part where I should probably put a trigger warning, because I will be triggering some experienced players here with my modding and builds. Remember, I only have about 400 hours in the game right now, so I don't have a lot of stuff. When I hit like 1 million damage with this build, I giggle like a Girl Scout who just sold like all her cookies in one day. If you have any suggestions to make this stronger, let me know in the comments, because I would actually love to build upon this to make it better, and your builds are usually absolutely amazing. Right, the mods. I'm starting with the Sampotes mods first, then I will go on to the Warframe mods themselves, and believe me, the Warframe mods do make a huge difference. Starting this off, we have our stance mods, which in this case is Crushing Ruin. I don't think this specific stance mod makes a huge difference, but in any case, you can get this mod by farming Grineer Seekers, so you can go to any location with a lot of Grineer spawns. Then I have my first ever Tenukai mod, which occasionally allows you to have a faster heavy attack when hitting enemies with normal attacks. You can get this mod by finishing the Whispers in the World's Quest. Now we have the decent mods: Tech Gravity, True Steel, Pressure Point, Gladiator Might, Seismic Wave, Gladiator Rush, Voltaic Strike, and Virulent Scourge. For the Arcane, I'm using Melee Duplicate, but I might swap this one out, so take it with a grain of salt. I will leave a link in the description below on where to find all of these mods, so remember to check those out. The page will also explain in detail how the mods work, but to put it simply, Tech Gravity pulls in nearby enemies when you perform a slam attack, which is done by jumping and using a melee attack while looking downward. True Steel increases your critical chance, which doubles for heavy attacks, or in this case, heavy slams. Pressure Point is a base damage increase mod. Gladiator Might increases critical damage. Seismic Wave boosts melee slam damage even more. Gladiator Rush extends combo duration, which helps since the Sampotes get stronger with a higher combo multiplier. Voltaic Strike and Virulent Scourge are electricity and toxin mods that, when combined, create corrosive damage, degrading degrading enemy armor and making them significantly more vulnerable. I'm just a sucker for corrosive damage. And then lastly, Arcane Melee Duplicate gives you a slight chance to trigger a second attack on a base critical hit. Now for the Warframe. You can use any Warframe really, but I have found that Kullervo is a great choice because of his passive ability. All melee weapons equipped by Kullervo gain plus 75% heavy attack efficiency and plus 100% heavy attack wind-up speed. This makes him a perfect fit for heavy attack focus builds like this one. This is how you mod for further damage with the mods that I currently have readily available. Most of these mods are just for the Warframe, but two of the most important ones here are Nera's Anguish and Nera's Hatred. Both of these increase slam attack damage by 200%, so they give you quite a power up here. You can get Kullervo again from the Deviri experience during the Sorrow, Fear or Anger Spiral. If you would like to see a video on how to do that, I will leave it linked down below. It's not my video, but it's a fast explainer and very helpful. Now the big question is, how much damage does the Bloody Sampotes actually do here? Well, on the one hand, it's enough to keep you going against level 200 enemies. Well, if you want very specific numbers, here I am in the Simulacrum room against different types of factions at level like 155 Steel Path mode.